Hello everyone, thank you for tuning in. Tully Burnalot here, coming to you straight with the very first video in my first Let's Play in a long time, Ori and the Blind Forest. Now, this game was recommended to me by both Scope Runner and Reaper Archon, at which point I realized that, wait a second, these guys might actually be onto something. Because they do know their shit. Unfortunately, I didn't have the money to buy this game until, of course, yesterday night, when Reaper Archon bought it for me, and he said, I'm gonna buy this for you, and you're gonna make a Let's Play of it, and you're gonna put it on YouTube and rake in the views. And I was like, okay, whatever. I'm not doing this for... Of course I'm doing this for the views, obviously. That's how YouTube works, but you know what I mean. I dislike the idea of a Let's Play, not only because it can often be creatively bankrupt, but also because I find it very hard to be genuinely entertaining for upwards of 20 minutes at a time without trying to be informative. And even then. But the thing is, I didn't want to play this going in blind. So I played like 2 hours of this, about 2 hours of this, and boy oh boy, are you in for a treat. What is Ori and the Blind Forest? Ori and the Blind Forest is a Metroidvania-style platformer created by Moon Studios, and is probably one of the biggest breaths of fresh air in this industry since gods know when. I swear to God, I had the same reaction playing this as when I initially played Dust and Elysian Tale. And if you don't think Dust and Elysian Tale is good, fuck you. Because it is. It really fucking is. Anyway, as I'll get bogged down in name calling, before we start, let's go to the options menu, shall we? As you can see, not a lot of options available. Full screen on or off, sound effects and music, which I put like this because, of course, I have zero video editing qualities and skills. Vibration, this, of course, if you want to use a controller. Damage values on or off. Motion blur, I keep it off because I hate motion blur. Absolutely hate motion blur. Sorry about... Of course... Oh. There's apparently... And of course it's Brazilian Portuguese, because fuck actual Portuguese. My god. Anyway. Of course have your damage values on or off, motion blur on or off, V-Sync on or off, English, French, Italian, Dutch, German, Spanish. I'm assuming that's either Japanese or Cantonese, maybe, I don't know. Portuguese, Russian, and the other sign language. I'm sorry, I don't know. I don't know if it's Japanese or Chinese, I don't know. And of course brightness and contrast. When it comes to resolution, I'm going to try not to fuck this up now. Keep in mind there's plenty of resolution options available, mostly normal ones, except of course for the 512 by 384, which is, I have not seen that in ages. If your computer needs to function in 512 by 384, you probably won't be able to enjoy this game. Just as a warning. Anyway, you have a controller as well. You can, of course, do a keyboard and mouse, just keyboard or a controller. I'm doing keyboard and mouse, obviously. You cannot rebind these. Not that you kind of need, because the controls are not exactly that bad. Of course, leaderboards, which I have no idea how they work. Nor do I have any clue how they work. Nor do I want to know how they work, because frankly, I believe that this is very much a single-player experience. And I'm going to say this now. If you have the money, stop watching this and go buy this game. I'm telling you right now, stop watching this, go buy the game. Because it is worth your fucking time. It really, really is. And you'll see why. Let's increase this a bit for you, shall we? Because the initial parts of the game are very much a presentation rather than an actual game. So I will try to keep commentary to a minimum so you can appreciate it. Yeah, I can see 2 hours, 6 minutes right there. So let's just go to empty slots 2. Have I also mentioned that this game looks absolutely gorgeous? Because this game looks absolutely gorgeous. And apparently it's all hand-drawn. All of it. And this is your narrator, big booming voice. I'm assuming that's Japanese. I don't even know. Screw it. It offends so many people here. I apologize in advance for any lack of frame rate because my computer sucks. As I'm sure you can tell by now, this game's graphical quality is exceedingly good. Even with this shitty-ass 30 frame per second I'm recording this, I think you can see that. Also, if I appear to be talking a bit louder than usual and making weird noises, that's because my mouth is glued to the microphone. Because I'm in school, actually. I'm recording this from my workroom. Where'd the music go? Pretty sure there was music at this point. Pretty sure there was music at this point. Where did the music go? Weird. So, how you doing? I think the game might have bugged out here because I'm pretty sure there was supposed to be music and sound. Ah, there we go. It's back. It's back. This is the point when I first started playing this game that I honestly started thinking to myself, did they hire Miyazaki for this? Did they like make a machine that would look into Miyazaki's dreams and take them in turn? Oh, okay, I see what's happening here. Game is slowed down because recording. As you see here, this is gonna make recording so much harder. Holy crap. Okay. Anyway, yes, I am currently in control of this. So yes, this game has produced that very, very, very immersive. It's a tutorial. It's a cinematic. Wait, no, it's a tutorial. Wait, no, it's the game. Very nice. It's very nice, actually. It also went the way of Space Marine in that rather than having your frame rate reduced, it kind of just weirdly slows down the game. Which is really weird, because I'm used to just having the frame rate being cut, but not here. And of course you get to meet the main character, which is the most adorable little thing. I mean, look at that! Look at that little thing! It's amazing! It's beautiful! Look at it! Oh my god! It's Naru, not Naru. Doesn't have an apostrophe. Doesn't have an apostrophe. This is the most adorable scene I have seen in so long. I swear to God. It's adorable. Look at it. It's amazing. I'm not crying. Hey, look at this. Look at it. Look at his eyes. Look at his eyes! Look at him! He's stretching! He's the most adorable little thing! Oh my god! Oh my god! And yes, I am playing this. Have you noticed how the game looks fluid and apparently... Okay, it's not slowed down. Wonderful. Have you noticed how the game looks fluid now and now everything seems to be going live? That's because the people making this game are good. And that's because they're not EA. They actually care about quality. Buzzing! Oh dear. Reaper Archon did tell me that I was going to cry at the end of this during this game. It nearly got me there once so far in the beginning, and you'll see why. But keep in mind that I have very high standards when it comes to emotional responses. It would appear that this game wants to make me feel like the world is awesome. Huh. It is succeeding. Aww. So I jump here, and this happens. Hooray! I'm piggybacking! Woo! Alright, and there we go. This is... I wouldn't call it a tutorial section, because there isn't a lot of actual game being done here. It is merely a presentation Like, it shows young, or I wouldn't say young, but Ori living with her adopted, I'm assuming mother, Naru? I'm assuming mother. And oh my fucking god, if I noticed, look at that. Any other game would have just changed the sprites. Not here. You can actually see the 2.5D dimensional thing changing. Look at that. It's amazing. Even Ori, which was basically just a light fox. You can see it. Look at that. Visually, it's fucking amazing. Even if I'm slowing down because, you know, fucking recording, it's amazing how good this game looks. Also keep in mind that Naru is really just slow, so I'm not moving that slowly. Naru is really just that slow. If I mentioned that the score for this game is also fucking fantastic, whoever the hell directed the music for this deserves a goddamn award. Look at that, it's amazing. It makes you... It's like I don't want to talk, because the game just talks for me, doesn't it? It's very much a visual presentation rather than an actual game at this point. And frankly, it's done so well. It really is done so well. And I can be controlled now again. Da-ba-ba! Off I go. Off I go with piddly little feet. And yes, you will get interrupted by Mr. Big Booming Voice every once in a while. Mostly because he's the main narrator. Sorta. Maybe. I don't know. I'm assuming he's the tree. Every time he speaks, I cannot stop but think about Aku going great flaming eyebrows. I don't know why. I need to watch Samurai Jack again, I really do. I miss that show. Ah, I heard Ori. See, I know Japanese. Oh. Have I mentioned that I don't want to talk? I really don't. Okay, shh. Stop it now. And here you can see Naru fucking things up for everyone. You'll see why eventually. I seriously need to get a better rig. I really do. Anyway, as you can see, things are going to take a turn for the worse. But in the meantime, look at how beautiful it looks. Look at the animation. Look at the visual presentation. Look at the 2.5D effects. It's amazing. I do honestly believe that it just gets really, really slowest the more stuff's on the background, which might be problematic in some parts of the game. In fact, it will be problematic in some parts of the game. Hey look, the tree died. Lovely. In fact, everything is dying. Gee, I wonder why. Might it have to do with something about... Might it have to do with Ori not returning to the tree when it was called? Or she, or he, or whatever the hell you want to call it? Him? I don't know. I've been running on the assumption that Ori is a small boy. I have no idea why. I should pay attention to pronouns more. Maybe. I believe that the audio might be a bit desynced. Because, of course, of the slowdown. Which is a bit weird, actually. Because, again, my computer sucks. Have I mentioned that my computer sucks? Because it does. Also, for those of you who might be a bit more sensitive, warning! Sensitive period incoming. No, she's not dead. She's just sleeping. Oh, did I mention that there was a sensitive thing coming around? Actually, let me rephrase that. Very emotional moment inbound. I think you can clearly see it from a mile away, but, you know, whatever. I have no clue how he does this. But he does. He just instantly climbs a tree, I guess. Alright. Then again, you later on learn wall jump, so that might be much of a surprise. And we're back being controllable again. Have you noticed how the background looks a lot more ominous? Remember, red skies, take warning. Once again, most of you might have so far figured out what the emotional moment is. However, I won't spoil it for you, because it did hit me like a fucking sledgehammer. The first time around, I'm guessing it's going to hit me like a hammer, only this time. What? I am sensitive, I do have feelings, it's a thing I possess. And the first appearance of that thing. It's unnerving. Even when you see it later in the game, it's unnerving because it just looks and feels wrong. And you'll see why, hopefully. I wish there was a way to turn down visual... I simultaneously wish that there was a way to turn down visual quality, and at the same time I don't want to. Because I want to show you how beautiful it is, even if it impacts the actual performance of the game. Because it really is fucking beautiful. Did I warn you about that emotional moment? Because it's here! I don't know if you can hear the sounds, but if you can't, those are very sad. If you don't feel bummed out by this, what the fuck is wrong with you, you sick bastard? It's legitimately sad. It really is. My god. If the map is correct, I think you can come back to this later in the game. You know, for extra player punch. Have I mentioned that this game is going to make you feel sad? Because it's going to make you feel fucking sad. And no, I'm not slowed down. Ori really is just that depressed. Well, I'm slowed down, sorta, but not that much. Poor bastard can't even jump. If I said bastard, I meant poor little fella. I'm sorry. And lay up. Let's go up. Okay, there we go. Come on, fella. Come on. You can do it. Let's go. There we go. I am significantly slowed down in this section. This is a technical problem I did not anticipate. However, considering it's due to the overall quality of the game, unfortunately there's not much I can do about it. Sadly. No, Ori, don't go into the weeds. You won't be able to come back until when it's plot relevant. When played in full frame rate, though, it's quite seamless the way he interacts with the environment. It really is, because you're basically walking around, then suddenly you lose control and you don't realize you lose control, and then you get back control. It's really weird. But very effective. Very effective indeed. He looks fucking miserable. Look at his eyes. Look at his eyes. Look at his mouth. I had a pus bubble burst in my finger just now and I don't care. Can I mention that this game makes you feel miserable? Because it makes you feel fucking miserable. It's a cliched pose, but I don't care. I really don't. Textbook death by despair. But he's the main character, so he has to live, obviously. Time for the triumphant reprise. Get me my glass of water. Wow, you thought we just let the bastard die? Main character can't die already. It's ridiculous, we just started the game. think the music sound issue might have something to do with the fact that the game is slowed down, because I'm pretty sure it was supposed to hit a maximum note when the Tree of Life was revealed. Let's just imagine it did, shall we? Because unfortunately, you won't be seeing too much of the other way up. Sorry, I had to make up words on the spot. I tend not to script things, but unfortunately, it's really hard for me to improvise. Especially when the game is showing such fantastic, and I mean fantastic, sound issues. I mean, really, who would have thought that instead of just clipping the frame rate, it would have slowed down to the point that the audio desynced? My god. Still, it was rather cool, wasn't it? Oh, yes, it was. And now, the actual game begins. Not even kidding, it literally begins right here. You wake up from your death, so you got a cursor and everything. You wake up from your death, and the game begins. Fortunately, now you're gonna have to find a safe spot. The game looks even better when you look at it from a distance. Did you see that? Did you see that? Normal jump, back jump, and of course, because it's sort of on an incline, it has a chance of turning into a backflip. And of course, tab for the map. There we go. Yep, don't touch the vines are death. And of course I can't go there because it's blocked. I keep forgetting about that. I don't have any powers just yet. Whoop! Oh, I can't go down from here. Oh, okay. So yeah, you can't rebind your keys, but they're pretty simple to memorize. They're not exactly that bad. Yep. And let's do this again. Oh dear. Oh dear. There you go. Don't fall in the water. It kills you. In the beginning, at least. Ooh. Shiny thing. There you go. Click the life shard. Collect those to restore your vitality. Okay. Don't step on the nasty purple things. And this is how you basically save in the game. Notice on the bottom left, you have this nifty little thing. What you go here is you go here and you hold E. And this functions as a dynamic save game. So if you die, you go back to there without even skipping a beat. And you can create these anywhere so long as there's no enemies around. It's quite nice. Whoa. Well, hello. Alright, I need to lead you. Ooh, ouch. And he's dead. Lovely. Money! Oh no, it's Spirit Light. I need to continue this way. Ah, there we go. Yep. And now we find our first sidekick. Thank you, context sensitive button. Have I mentioned that the score for this game is fucking beautiful? Oh, okay. Now I get to see the combat. Whoa! This is basically how you attack. Whoa, okay, there we go. Find the enemies and tap the button to blow shit up. Ow, okay. I am very fragile. I shouldn't be I should be this reckless. Ah, there you go. Pretty sure there's a... Ah, there we go. There is! I got a point. Of course, now I should be able to... Wait a second. Let me just kill this, and then I'll end the video here. And there we go. Oh, wait. No, wait. This is the dialogue, I think. Ah, there we go. This is the bit where I have to tell you this. While it does look like the game has zones, it doesn't. As far as I'm aware of, this is like one gigantic map with no loading screens. It's amazing. So basically, you go from here up to here. You just gotta find it. Anyway, end the video. Let me just show you. Here's how you access your ability screens. You make a save point. You have to make a save point. Tap E, and you get an ability tree. You got three. You get three trees. You got a combat tree. You get an utility tree, stuff like breathing underwater and triple jumping and stuff like that. And of course, you get the buff thingy trees, like this one. Allows Ori to see through walls to find hidden areas. Yay! I'm gonna take this one, if purely because it is incredibly useful in many situations. So I'm assuming that this should be it. So. For the first episode, that's pretty much it. I can kill this for points. First episode, that's pretty much it. I don't want to force it, otherwise it's going to be too long. So thank you for tuning in, and please stay tuned into the second video in this upcoming series, which hopefully will not be very much slowed down. Hopefully. Anyway, thank you for tuning in, and please stay tuned in. Goodbye until the next one.